Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming in Miniature video. In today's video, we're continuing on with our store news. Alright, if you've not come to any of our store newses in the past, what I try to do is keep it as a short video. I know lately they've been around 30 minutes. I'm trying to get them down to about 15 or 20 minutes. And all it is just a few quick topics just to let you know what's happening with my store and my painting and what's going on. Basically, just keep you up to date of what's happening at Wargaming in Miniature. Well, one thing is, you probably can tell that I have a raspy voice. Well, that's just coming from, I was sick a couple of days ago, and it only took one day. I was ill. Mainly, I think I ate something I probably shouldn't have. I don't know what I ate that I probably shouldn't have eaten, but my stomach was upset. I threw up, and once I threw up, I was feeling 100% better. So something was in my stomach that shouldn't have been there. Okay, so, but through that process, my throat has basically got a little raspy, and but I'm on the mend, so I should be healing up real good. Okay, so um, so I've only got a few topics that we normally talk about. One is what I've been working on. Another one is what I had finished from the previous week. What what kind of supplies I got in for the store. Mainly, when I say supplies, I'm talking about things that I get in that I use specifically for the store, like shipping boxes, tape, mailing labels, that kind of stuff. That's supplies. And then the fourth item is what kind of product I got in. So if I got in any new miniatures or models that are going to go up on sale, or even for myself, it goes under product. And then finally, recently we added a new category called news, which is basically a catch-all for everything that doesn't fall under those first four categories. Um, if I have any news from around the uh, hobby community or anything like that, I would share it with you at that time. That I news that impacts me, because sometimes there's news out there, but since it doesn't really impact me or the store, that sometimes I overlook it or don't notice it. So don't hold me to the fire for that. All right. So the first thing is, let's talk about what I finished from last week. Now, as you know, I was working on some Macedonians. I was working on. Okay, I can get this out of the way. It might actually get in the way. There we go. I was working on some Macedonians from the previous week. Uh, these are my Macedonian generals. I've got Alexander and Philip here. Maybe it's not Philip, maybe it's one of the lesser generals. And then I've got uh, basically just four generals, right? Because in Meg, that's what you field. You field an overall general and up to three subordinate generals, and that's what I've got. And then there's three SUGs here. We've got the agrarian, yeah, I was right, the agrarian javelinmen. We have a Rhodian slingers, and then right here we've got the Cretan archers. Okay, I should also have, oh yeah, there's one more SUG out there. I didn't bring it up. It was the Balearic slingers. I think I left them over there with my Romans. Um, since these are the ones that are used by my Macedonian army, they're the ones I picked up. But there is one more slinger unit. It looks almost exactly like this slinger unit. And they are Balearic slingers. But a slinger is pretty much a slinger. Okay, so this I finished. And immediately upon finishing that, I started work on these 3 units right here, which I'm actually almost finished with these 3 units. We got the Thracians. They're like a Thracian peltist unit, which 9 bases of 3 figures each, I do believe. And then there is the Illyrians. The Illyrians actually fight as a hoplite unit, so that's going to be the Illyrian hoplites. And then these are the Athenian hoplites, which in the Macedonian army, they're basically just going to be labeled or just be used as mercenary hoplites. Now, to point something out, these Thracians and these Illyrians, these Thracians and these Illyrians are Old Glory miniatures. So these are the Old Glory 15s. And then these Athenians, I think like 3 of the models are Old Glory, but all the other models in this group are Plastic Soldier Company Ultracast models for Meg. So they're like a soft plastic, or a soft plastic, and I had to put my own spears on them. I didn't have to actually cut any spears because they were already pre-cut from the wires that I had. I had wires that come with the Old Glory pikemen, but those wires are way too long. So it's like 60 millimeters, something like that. So I cut them down and used the pike length, which is 45 millimeters, for a pike. And then the remainder of that I saved, because you never know when you might need it. And it wound up being the perfect length for their spears. I've already put little big men decals on these models. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I've already used the little big men decals on these guys. They're all pretty much painted. I only need to do maybe a couple of straps here and there. And then what we'll do is we'll base them up. I've already got the bases ready for these units. What I've done is I've written on the bottom of them what they are. It's better to write it before I mount the figures because it's hard to write once the figures are all mounted on it. Okay, so so these guys are done. Other than I need to just do some straps. The Illyrians, same thing, they're done, and the Thracians, same thing, they're done. I've already washed them, but I haven't done any kind of dull coat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dull coat these and base them probably tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, what I'll do is I'll film a video updating everyone on my ancient project update. So it'll be an informative video focusing on my ancients that I'm updating. Now, okay, there's something else I want to talk about my, oh yeah, okay, part of the projects that I'm working on is my what's in the box videos, because I'm working on a variety of videos from what's in the box. And when I got the Ultracast models in, which are all these models and these, I did a video for each one letting you know what you actually get in the bag when you buy an Ultracast bag from Plastic Soldier or myself. knowing that I was getting ready to paint these, I have not uploaded the Ultracast Greek unit yet. Because what I'm going to do is once they're finished, I'm going to use that as the end credit screen, um, showing you what you get in the box and then what they possibly could turn into. I have quite a few what's in the boxes sitting in the pipe ready to go. Um, I don't want to overwhelm the YouTube channel by uploading like 5 or 6 videos in one day. So I'm uploading like 1 or 2 videos a day. All right, so that's the Thracians, the Illyrians, and the Athenians, and my what's in the boxes. That's kind of what I'm working on right now. I have some Wargames Atlantic boxes, like World War I French and some Romans and the SAS Commandos, German sentries, stuff like that. I need to do what's in the boxes for those guys as well. I need to record those. I haven't recorded those yet, but that's something that I will be working on. Okay, so we got our SUGs finished, our allies, that's these guys, and the what's in the box videos. Uh, Supplies. I haven't really gotten in any supplies other than the fact that uh, this Ultracast unit was part of product, and I pulled the Greeks specifically for my own army. Okay, but there's one thing I did get in, which is this gauge. This gauge is a linear movement gauge. I don't know if you can read that. There you go. Linear movement gauge 40 and 20. Okay, so you can see the big lines are, this is a 40 millimeter length, but that's a 20 millimeter length. So if I had a unit on the table and I was moving it, you can use this side for, they got a lot of fingerprints on it now, but you could use this side for your 30, or I'm sorry, 3 base width movement, and you can see how there's this gap here prevents me from like, I mean, from poking into another unit. It's kind of like over the heads of another unit. I think that's kind of cool. And then most of my heavy infantry in Meg move 3 base widths. So there's your 3 base widths. Now, if you need 2 base widths, that's the bottom of the gauge. So now I can measure 2 base widths with this. And if I only need 1 base width, for whatever reason, that's this length, which is usually shooting. You can measure it like that. So you have, so this gauge right here gives me a 1 base width, a 2 base width, 3 base width, and a 6 base width. So the 6 you can use for like your skirmishers, which need like 4, and your cavalries need like 5s and 6s. So this is a really nice gauge. I'm very happy with it, and it's kind of bright green, like fluorescent green. But once you set it on the table, you don't really notice it, or at least I haven't. Okay, so let's talk about some product that we've got in. Well, I've got a stack of decals that I'm going to be selling. These are Macedonian and Greek decals. So there's Greek, and then there we go. There's some Macedonian decals. These are all going to go up on the store. I'm not sure exactly when. Within the next day or two, I'm going to be putting these decals up on the store. So if you want any Macedonian or Greek decals for whatever models you're doing, there you go. Now I found that the Illyrians um, had the Greek style patterns on their shields, so we just used some of their Greeks on them. Okay, also, in addition to the decals, I did get a bunch of these uh, Ultracast Plastic Soldier Company uh, ancient 15 millimeter units. Like this is almost all of this is Spanish, either used for Celtiberians or Carthaginians. But basically, I've got Spanish cavalry, I got Scutari, Centrati, elephants. I think I'm going to keep the elephants for my personal. I got command. There's a bunch in here. This is going to go up on the store within the next couple of days as well. This and this will probably go up at the same time. All right, so I got a bag right here. I haven't opened it. I assume it's from one of my customers. He wrote me and said, okay, he bought some Old Glory Prussian infantry from me on the eBay store. I shipped it to him. He shipped it back. He sent a letter saying that he misunderstood that the figures weren't painted and assembled, like these guys. He just saw the photo on eBay and just immediately assumed that they were painted and based and everything, even though in the description it clearly states unpainted, unassembled, needs painting, new in the bag, etc. So, but everyone, including myself, sometimes we overlook stuff like that. We get excited and we see a picture of a painted miniature and we just assume we're buying a painted miniature or whatever. So I don't hold any grudges or anything like that. I have a 30-day return period. That came back within 30 days. So tomorrow I'm going to be issuing a refund for him, if that's what it is. I got to open it up still and look. Okay, so news. All right, so Old Glory is supposed to have their website back up on the 22nd, which should be tomorrow. I don't know why it wouldn't be today because it's Monday, but they say it's supposed to be up on the 22nd. I'll have to take a look and see if it's up. It's supposed to be a new site, new design, new picture layout and organization and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what the new website's going to look like. Now, my YouTube channel itself has started undergoing changes. I've kind of gotten rid of a bunch of playlists off of my channel. The playlists still exist. They're just not displayed on my channel. So if you find them, if you search for them and you find them, or if you find a video that goes in that playlist, you should be able to open the playlist. But I'm reorganizing the playlists on my channel to specifically cater to mostly miniature wargaming more so than any of my other hobby activities. I did record a channel introduction, like a welcome to the channel. You found the best channel in the world. I'm the greatest and I do the best and all that kind of stuff. And I basically this is what we do here. But I'm not sure if I I have kind of I'm the biggest critic of myself, and I think maybe I've overstepped, or not overstepped, but I don't feel like it was a very good recording. Like maybe I was rushing, or I didn't feel like my script was right, or something like that. But I'm going to edit. I haven't looked at the video itself. Only I just remember me recording it. But when I go through and edit it, if I can't get it to do or can't get it to look like exactly what I want, then I'll probably still post it, but with the plan of reshooting it, right? So just know that it's my first attempt at a channel introduction, and that I'm probably going to reshoot it. But unless I go through editing and I say, oh man, this looks good, I did the right thing, I said the right words, then I might not need to. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out and checking out this store update, and I look forward to finishing these guys tomorrow and then getting my ancient update up and running. I have another commission on the way. It should be a 15 millimeter World War II commission, but we'll find out. I don't know exactly what that commission is going to be, but I'm excited to get that on the road. Um, but other than that, all right, I will catch you in the next video.